A Brazilian fund to save the Amazon rainforest is gaining support with pledges from several countries, including €1 billion from Germany. Brazil launched the project this month to coincide with hosting the UN climate conference, which is known as COP30. DW's Tim Schauenberg is there for us, and he got to see how drones could help bring dead rainforests back to life.
A small test field not far from the climate conference in Belém, Brazil. This is what it looked like a few months ago, rock-hard soil compacted by livestock farming. The area was replanted using a drone in just a few minutes. Today, it looks like this. Grass, bushes, small trees, the area is thriving. High-tech reforestation, this is how startup Morpho plans to regenerate huge areas, first in the Amazon.
One drone can spread about 50 hectares a day. It means 2 people. One drone, it's about 1,000 hectares a month. It's a huge gap when you compare to the traditional way of doing restoration.
Usually workers can seed up to a hectare per day, says Grégory Maitre. The drones can be used to reforest areas that are far away and difficult to access. Small balls containing only native seeds mixed with nutrients and moisture are scattered so that as many as possible can germinate and rebuild the forest ecosystem. Morpho isn't the only company with this approach. Globally, dozens of firms are betting on drone technology for reforestation.
So that's exactly what we do. This cover for the soil, this one for the shade, and those one that are the actual durable trees that will grow up. And as I told you, in 5 years it will be higher than this one, and this one will start exiting the system.
In 2024 alone, about 1.7 million hectares of forest were lost in the Amazon. Much of it was illegally cut down. Morpho says it determines which plants are suitable for which areas with the help of drone images, soil samples and special data analyses, including artificial intelligence. Customers include mine operators who are subject to reforestation requirements and cities like Rio de Janeiro. The company also provides reforestation-based carbon credits, sold to companies and countries around the world to enable them to offset some of their emissions.
That's still a non-mature market, but also I think that everybody now understand that we have to do something to provide reforestation and to act to have more forest to limit climate change. And those are financial tools that can really remunerate people that will build up forests.
Morpho just kicked off a reforestation program of 20,000 hectares just hours away from Belém. For now, the company is focusing on Brazil, but they aim to reach out to new markets in Western Africa and Southeast Asia in the future.
And our climate reporter, Tim Schauenberg, he filed that report. He joins us now from COP30 in Belém, Brazil, where he is covering the World Climate Conference. Tim, explain to us just how bad is the problem of deforestation? I mean, tell us why we need this kind of technology in the first place.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the right question, because we only need reforestation because there is too much deforestation. There is a size, approximately the size of England, being cut down every year for livestock, for monocultures, for logging, but also other extractive industries, such as mining, for example. And this is a huge problem, obviously, for all the people living there, but also for sanitation, for health, for our economy. And that's not me saying, there's scientists saying that every tree which remains standing, it has a greater socioeconomic value than a cut tree. Scientists say that this understanding has to dribble into political action.
I know that Germany has said that it will provide €1 billion for the Tropical Forest Fund. Do you think this fund make a difference?
Well, that's at least what the contributors and mainly the Brazilian government is hoping for. They launched this fund at the very beginning of the conference, and the aim is to collect 25 billion in public funding to then attract, to incentivize private capital to chip in money as well. What's done with this $125 billion, that's the aim, to put it, to make more money, to make profits on the financial market, and then later to distribute it to countries that are actually protecting their forest, and also to indigenous people, which are known as the guards of the forest. So the hopes are high. It was cheered so far. If it's going to fly, that also depends if more money is coming in, because the target for that is 10 billion. If that's not going to be reached, this fund is not going to be launched.
I've got about 30 seconds left. I know that there's criticism of this fund. Do you think that it's going to make it into the COP's final declaration?
The fund is apart from the final declaration, but there is a roadmap being planned on forest protection, on deforestation. There are important countries such as the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, behind it, and also Colombia. This is going to give it a push. We don't have many details yet, but we have to be careful about that, because there were announcements about deforestation protecting the forest in the past. Nothing has happened since then. So whatever comes out of this roadmap, it's important to look at what are the actions coming after this climate conference, and not only looking at the pure announcement.
All right, DW's climate reporter Tim Schauenberg in Belém, Brazil, on the story for us. Tim, as always, thank you.